I got my hands on it early, and I just want to talk about this real quick. I want to talk about Skyrim on Switch, because I didn't even expect to really make a video about this, because I know what you're thinking, like, oh my god, Skyrim again on another platform. How much more can they keep milking this game? And you're absolutely right. But on Switch, I feel like for the first time in a while, it actually makes a lot of sense. It's a very different experience, number one, obviously, because it's on a Nintendo Switch. Now, I've been no stranger to saying I really, really like the Nintendo Switch. I like the hybrid nature of it. Yeah, it's underpowered, but I dig the hell out of it. What the fuck? My phone. I mean, the last video I made, Super Mario Odyssey, that was another Switch video, and more to come. I will get to Battlefront 2, believe me. But I just wanted to talk about this for a second, because I've been playing it for a couple days, and I am genuinely surprised how much I'm falling into Skyrim yet again. The game that I already played through this year, pretty much, for the remastered-ish version on PS4 and Xbox One. And now here I am playing it one more time. Now, that is kind of the version. I will say that right off the bat. It looks way better than... If my phone would stop going off, that would be nice. I think, like, just going off of, like, how it looks, I do think it looks way better than it did on PS3 and 360, but not quite as good as PS4 and Xbox One, obviously. It definitely uses the remastered version textures, and the colors pop way more. I am really surprised how good this thing looks, and with what Bethesda is doing with all the porting, I haven't been able to touch Doom yet on Switch. I just haven't had the time or money, but I really like what's going on here, because I think the portable nature is really what did it in for me, because I love Elder Scrolls games very, very much. Always have. Morrowind, one of my favorite games ever. Oblivion, another one of my favorite games ever. Skyrim never really was my favorite. It never really took me and hooked me enough like the other Elder Scrolls games had. And now, on Nintendo Switch, it finally is. Can you believe that? It's so weird. I fired up Skyrim a million times on every system. You know, I like messing around on PC and dicking with the mods and making it look incredible or really stupid. And I've seen all spectrums of Skyrim, but here on Switch for the first time, it makes the most sense. And I just think it's because it's portable, because it's a giant-ass world, a huge RPG with a bajillion quests, and it's just right here, right? I would say in your pocket, but it doesn't fit in your pocket, but almost. And yeah, the combat I don't like, honestly. Like, a lot of stuff in this game hasn't aged well, but just having another shot at exploring that world way more at your leisure in a portable sense, like on the train or on the subway, is cool. I will say, I didn't think that novelty would pull me back in, but it did, just like it did with Stardew Valley. I didn't want to play it in front of a computer. Now I can play it on the Switch. I said it looks good, but it doesn't look perfect. When you do dock it and you look at it on a TV, the colors are still really good. The textures are there, but it's also like, it's a little sharp. There's a lot of pop in and phase in, and some of the characters don't really look completely justified against the background. It doesn't look like their feet connect to the ground. I've seen bugs here and there, but that's, of course, Skyrim. It comes with the territory of a Bethesda game like this. And that's where it immediately loses its luster, and it just becomes boring old Skyrim again that looks kind of ugly. But when it's portable, it just looks better because it's a smaller screen, and I don't know, that's it. I really think, in terms of recommending it to you guys, it's hard to, because it's $60 for a game from 2011. 2011. I remember 2011. I turned 21. I played the game for like 24 hours straight on my 21st birthday, and now I'm like old and still playing and still talking about Skyrim. Wow. So I can't really recommend it, especially if you're like a diehard Skyrim fan. There's going to be nothing new for you here. But I will say, if you're like me and Skyrim never really pulled you in like you wanted it to, maybe now you'll get another chance. Again, it's a 2011 game, and $60, I understand they worked really hard on porting it to this console, but you can wait. There's no rush to go out and buy it, especially with this year, 2017. So many awesome games have come out. The last thing you really need to do is play Skyrim right now. But I did want to at least just tell you guys how it is, how it plays, how it feels. The frame rate holds up. It looks decent. All the content is there. The sound is up to par. The amiibo functionality is kind of cool. I do have the Master Sword, the Hyrule Shield, and the Hero's Tunic in the game, and it's weird and out of place, but I don't care at this point. It's Skyrim. It feels like mods. So that's really why I wanted to make this video. I just wanted to tell you guys how impressed I am with the fact that it's on Switch and it looks good. They did it. That's cool, right? That's cool. Look, even if you're not going to get it, which you're probably not, it's cool to just think about that, right? Like Skyrim on this little screen. I don't know. I'll stop gushing. I do want to hear what you think. This drops Friday, so I want to know what you think about playing Skyrim again. I know most of you probably won't. Besides this, I wouldn't have either. But for real, let's talk about Skyrim, I guess, if we haven't already talked it to death already. I'm down in the comments. Hit me up over there. But you probably know by now, thank you so much for coming around here, listening to me ramble. I'm putting up a before you buy on this as well. If you want a little bit more deeper analysis, I'll probably get into that. I don't really know how much more I could say, but go check that out on Game Ranks. But thanks for coming over here and listening to me ramble and stuff like that. You know I'm Jake Baldino. You can subscribe because video games.